Welcome to this video on the topic of simple interest. In this video, we're going to have a look at how we can manipulate our simple interest formula to be able to calculate interest rates when we're given the interest amount, the principal, and the duration. Now, to be able to calculate interest rates using this formula, what we start off with is we write out the formula once again. So we go I equals PIN, principal times interest rate times duration. Now after that, what we need to do is we need to divide both sides of the equation by the principal and the duration. The reason for this is we want to make the interest rate the subject of the equation. Now doing this manipulation, we get capital I is equal to, or capital I divided by P times N is equal to little I, which is the interest rate is equal to the interest amount divided by the principal multiplied by the duration. So what we've got here is a formula to be able to calculate interest rates when we're given the interest amount, the principal, and the duration of the investment or the loan. Now using this, we can have a go at two examples. So in example one, you invest $30,000 with the intention of making $10,000 over 10 years. What interest rate should you charge? So to be able to get into this question, what we're doing is we're trying to calculate the interest rate. So I'm going to start off by writing I, little I, is equal to capital I all over P N. And big I, in this case, our interest amount is going to be $10,000. Our principal is going to be $30,000. And finally, our duration for this loan or this investment is going to be 10 years. So it's simply a matter of substituting in these values. So I'm going to go 10,000 divided by, then it will be 30,000. 1, 2, 3 times 10 for the years we charge. Now comes the part where we use our calculators to be able to solve this. So we say up comes the calculator and we put in our values. So we go for the fraction 10,000 divided by 30,000 times 10. That equals 1 over 30. Don't really want a fraction in this case, so I'm going to go down and press my SD button here. So this guy down here. And it's going to convert this into a decimal. Now once again, I don't want a decimal either, rather I want a percentage. So then I'm going to go answer multiplied by 100, and this will give me, not that, answer times 100. I press the SD button again and it will give me an interest rate of 3.33%. So this is the interest rate here that I'd have to charge to be able to get a $10,000 interest over 10 years, so $10,000 profit. So this is my interest rate here. So nothing too difficult with this sort of question. Simply get the values from the question and plug them into the formula. Now let's try and consolidate this understanding with example 2 here. We have, you offer to lend $1,200 out over 4 years. To make this worth your while, you need to charge $500 interest over this period. Calculate the interest rate. So once again, we're going for the interest rate. So we use the formula I is equal to big I divided by P over N. Now the big I corresponds to the purple part. The interest being charged is $500. And it's going to be carried out over, or from a principal amount of $1,200, and this will be carried out over a 4-year period. So N equals 4. Plugging in the values here, we have 500 divided by 1,200 times 4. Then we say up comes the calculator because we can't do this in our head. Well, we might, but it's slow. So we go 500 divided by 1,200 times 4. And that will give us 5 over 48. This is a decimal still. We want to have a percentage, so we go times 100. And thus the rate that we have to charge is 10.42, going to 2 decimal places. So 10.42%. So in summary, what we've been able to do here is we've been able to calculate the interest rate when we're given an interest amount that we wish to either receive or pay, given a duration and an initial principal of the money amount.